In this video, we'll be solving a couple of absolute value equations. The absolute value of a number a, written with the two vertical bars around the argument a, gives the distance from a to 0 on the number line. So absolute value of x equals 3 means that x is 3 units from 0 on the number line. So 3 units from 0 on the number line to the right would put us at a positive 3, and 3 units from 0 on the number line to the left would put us at negative 3. So the absolute value of x equals 3 means that x is equal to plus or minus 3. Now we have a couple of properties that we'll be using when we work with absolute value equations. These properties are used to remove the absolute value bars. So if you're given an absolute value on the left side of your equation equaling a number, then you can remove these absolute value bars and have a regular equation that you can work with by writing the argument equaling a positive b or a negative b. If you're given an absolute value on the left side and on the right side, then you can remove those absolute value bars by stating that the argument a is equal to b, or the argument a is equal to a negative b. Now let's solve a couple of absolute value equations. We see that we have absolute value on the left side, and that's equal to 7. I need to remove these absolute value bars before I can solve this equation. So I need to write two statements. I'm going to take the argument inside the absolute value bars and write that argument is equal to a positive 7, or that argument is equal to a negative 7. Now, once you have your absolute value bars gone, then you can just solve this like you would any linear equation. We are going to subtract 9 from both sides. This will cancel, and I have negative 4x is equal to negative 2, and then divide both sides by negative 4. These will cancel, and x is equal to positive 1/2. On my other equation, I'll subtract 9 from both sides. These will cancel, and I have negative 4x is equal to a negative 16. Divide both sides by negative 4. These will cancel, and x is equal to 4. So we have two solutions for this absolute value equation. Let's do another one. On this one, we have absolute value on both sides of the equation. I need to remove those absolute value bars before I can start solving. So I'm going to write two equations. I'm going to grab the argument inside the absolute value on the left here, and I have 3x plus 2 is equal to the positive x minus 5, or And then our second equation, we grab that argument again, 3x plus 2. And that'll be the negative of the argument here inside, so x minus 5. Now we'll solve these two equations separately. Let's subtract x from both sides. These will cancel, and 3x minus x is 2x. And that equals negative 5. And subtract 2 from both sides. These will cancel. 2x equals negative 7. And then divide both sides by 2. These will cancel, and x equals a negative 7/2. Then on my other equation, let's distribute. This is like a negative 1. And I'll distribute that through the parentheses. So let me copy my left side. 3x plus 2 equals negative 1 times x is negative x. And then negative 1 times negative 5 is a positive 5. Add x to both sides. These will cancel. And 3x plus x is 4x. Subtract 2 from both sides. These will cancel. So 4x equals 3. Oops. Divide both sides by 4. These will cancel. And x is equal to 3/4.